After UNOC, there are two main engagements that we have taken. One is this Neptune mission Neptune, which is more exploration, more ocean governance, more science basically, and more innovation to know better the ocean. So that brings a new platform of players, which I'll discuss here in China, in Shenzhen, and it also involves the blue economy. And the other one is the Ocean Pioneers, which is a new coalition of countries who are going to prepare with ambition the first COP for the ocean. This is a new program which is called Neptune Mission, which brings together public and private partners who all have boats, oceanographic vessels, who from the ground, from the blue, from the ocean, would bring back more fundamental research, more cooperation between themselves in specific geographics or specific thematics, and enlighten the policymakers, the countries, from what's happening on the sea and what needs to be done for more protection, but also more prosperity. And it's this idea of abundance, which is the new understanding of the ocean. The ocean can bring more abundance through more conservation, that we want to work on specific objectives, and we want to learn from China and this new initiative which is going to be launched here in Shenzhen. We brought together a community of scientists from Woods Hole next to Boston, from Scripps and on the west coast, from France with the Ifremer, who has decided to put at disposal 17 vessels for science to develop collaborations and cooperation, including with the philanthropic and the private scientific vessels like Ocean X, or from Saudi Arabia, there is this new initiative called Ocean Quest, which is working very hard. From Australia, the Minduru Foundation and Fortescue, Andrew Forrest, who is a philanthropic kind of entrepreneur who has decided to make a difference for more blue, for more green in the economies, but also through science, has also joined this new platform. That was 2 months ago. And last month I was in Abu Dhabi during the IUCN Congress for Conservation. And we brought in this platform the national vessel of the Emirates called Jewang. They have accepted to join the platform, and also the National Agency for Environment, and as well this fantastic university of Korfakan, which is based in Sharjah, which is joining as well this initiative. So now I'm in China just in 2 months, because we cannot do without China. China, you have the best scientists, you have the best institutions, and you have this fantastic initiative called Deep Blue Voyager 2035, with its chief convener, and my aim is to see how we can collaborate and develop a collaboration with the vessel that he's convening together from the Chinese scientific community, with the community, public and private, from the world that we are putting together in this Neptune mission. The magical triangle is ocean governance, ocean science, and blue economy and finance. That's the triangle. In every action you do, if you're a scientist, you should not forget governance. If you're an entrepreneur, you need science and governance. And if you're, like me, in a position of a government, you need science and you need to work with the entrepreneurs. That's the magical triangle in every initiative. So Neptune Mission, which is scientific vessels, of course has this framing of ocean governance, and cannot work without the engine of entrepreneur, of blue, sustainable and regenerative economy. Because there is a new concept of regenerative economy that one has to articulate with science and norms, regulation from the government part. The triangle needs to be a square, which is the fourth part, is communication, outreach, public opinion. You need to address with your smartphone, you need to know more about what are the scientists finding in fundamental research, because people want to understand that one, we don't know much about the ocean. Two, there is a huge scope of opportunities, of job, of blue economy, of health through the ocean, genetic resources, which is huge. And the policymakers need to understand that we need to invest massively in this blue regenerative economy through science, because that's for the future of mankind and for the benefit of mankind. You need to first have the countries to understand. 100 million for the ocean is nothing. It's again a little drop, especially when it comes to expeditions, big technologies, submarines, research, communication. It's nothing. So countries, public investment, very important. So we have been able to secure 50% of that. Second one, we are working to develop the knowledge of the European Commission as part of the European Ocean Pact, which was another outcome of UNOC for more exploration, and we are working to get the investment of the EU. Third is the philanthropic foundations and the entrepreneurs. So we know, without committing right now, that AXA, this multinational, huge insurer company, is very, very interested. They, as you know, supported us very much at the UNOC. So we are discussing with companies like AXA and like the other maritime transport champions to join us in supporting this endeavor.